Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Homeowners Cafe. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what your insurance policy covers and just educate you a little bit more on what to expect when filing an insurance claim. So the reason I made this channel is because 99% of homeowners, they buy their insurance policy during closing and they never open it. As a result of that, whenever they file a claim, they're oftentimes surprised and even upset when they don't have coverage for something when all along it's been right there in the documentation. When you're dealing with your homeowner's policy, it's going to cover sudden and accidental damages unless they are excluded from your policy, unless otherwise excluded. So sudden and accidental damages would not be a leak that you've noticed going on in your house for about 3 months and it's been gradually getting worse and worse, and now you decide to call and file a claim for it. Because the inspectors that come out to review your home, they're pretty much experts at this because all they do for a living is inspect homes. So they can tell if a leak is new, if a leak is old, if damages have been there for a while. If you're talking about sudden and accidental damages, it would be something like the wind blew hard. So suddenly a tree fell onto my home and knocked off some shingles. Then the insurance company, they would come out. They would take a photo of the tree if you have not removed it. They would take a photo of your roof and they would estimate to replace the shingles that the tree fell onto your roof and damaged suddenly and accidentally. Now, this does not mean that your entire roof is going to get replaced because you have other shingles on there that are old. This means that the sudden and accidentally damaged shingles are covered. Oftentimes, when dealing with hail claims, I see it a lot when working with Texas claims. You'll have an insured who they have hail damage maybe on one slope of their roof, and then we write to do a repair on that one slope, and they get angry because your policy owes to put you back how you were prior to the loss. A lot of people don't know that. Let's talk about some things that are excluded from policies automatically. Homeowners policies, they do not cover rust, rot, aging, wearing, tearing, maintenance, deterioration, things like that. And the reason that it's not covered is because it's been happening over time and it's not considered sudden and accidental. Let's talk about what you should do when you have an insurance claim. Most times when an insurance claim happens, the insured would either wait until the insurance company sends someone out to inspect, or they'll fix the damages without taking pictures. Both of those are wrong. Whenever a loss happens, what you want to do immediately is take photos of the damages, because no face, no case. No photos, no money. If you cannot prove that it happened, how can the insurance company trust you to say, okay, Jane Doe said that the tree damaged her roof, so we're going to just pay her for it because she has an invoice here for $7,000. But there's no photos. So you have to take photos of the damages. Now, another thing that's in your policy, it is called duties, and it's typically toward the end of your insurance policy. Under your duties, what it tells you is, as an insured, it is your responsibility to maintain your property from further imminent damages whenever a loss that we cover happens. Whether we cover the loss or not, you should treat your property the same way that you would treat it if you did not have homeowners insurance. So if you did not have homeowners insurance and all of a sudden a pipe broke and your ceiling got a leak on it and now your drywall is falling, if you did not have homeowner insurance, what would you do? You would immediately dry up the area. You would immediately do whatever you need to do to stop that leak and fix that issue. Do the same thing even though you have homeowners insurance, because what you're trying to do is protect your property from further imminent damages. So what you want to do is you want to fix your damages if you have to. Keep all of your receipts, keep all of your photos, because when you read your policy or when you watch my videos from Homeowners Cafe, hey, you know my policy is going to cover this anyway. So let me just go ahead and do what I have to do, because they can't get someone out here until 4 days from now. And the way that my ceiling is leaking, I can't wait 4 days. So if I need to call out a plumber, if I need to call out a contractor, whoever I need to call out to protect my property, let me do so. For an example, if you have a roof leak, if you have to call someone out there to tarp your roof so that it won't keep leaking until we can get someone to come out, then that's what you have to do. You have to protect your property from further imminent damages. And it is in your policy, a legally signed document, that those are your duties. And you signed that you would do it. Now, a little secret that some people don't know, some policy owners don't know. Your policy typically allows you about $5,000 worth of temporary repair money. So if you do have to do those temporary repairs, your policy can pay for that and not even take it away from your other coverages, because you have that $5,000 allowed for temporary repairs. Let's talk about your deductible. So how your deductible is calculated, I can't tell you that because I'm an insurance adjuster. And you have several moving parts throughout an insurance claim. You have the agent that sells you the policy. You have the insurance adjuster, which is me. Then you have the field inspector, which is the person that comes out and takes pictures. Now, sometimes your field inspector and your insurance adjuster is the same person, but sometimes they're not. So when you're talking about your deductible, what your deductible is your portion of the damages. So that means if we come out and we inspect your home and you have $5,000 worth of damages, your insurance company owes you a check for $4,000 because your deductible is the portion that you are responsible for regardless. So if we come out and you have a $1,000 deductible and we estimate that you have $900 worth of damages, your claim is going to be considered below your deductible, so there won't be a payout for it. However, your insurance company will still give you the estimate that they wrote because you need to know what was damaged so that you can repair those damages. Because if something else happens, if another storm comes through or if it rains and you get more damage, your insurance company will not pay for those damages again. They will write for those damages. They will say, hey, this is what's damaged. Get this fixed. When we come out again, if these damages are still here, along with more damages, it possibly could be considered negligence because we've made you aware of the damages. We've given you an estimate to show you what you needed to fix. And now something else has happened. You did not do the repairs because you didn't have the money to fix it. It could be considered negligence. Now, me personally, I've been insurance adjusting for going on 8 years. Never have I ever seen where an insurance company, actually acted on that particular clause in a policy calling something negligence, but it's in there. So if they did, you couldn't blame them. That's all I'm going to talk about for today, y'all. I want to give you just enough so that you can, you can meditate on it. You can think about it. You can read your policy. And you also can put your questions in the comment. Put your questions in the comments or anything that you would like for me to expound on my next video. Any ideas that you guys have for understanding your homeowner's policy, go ahead and comment it below. Also, make sure that you subscribe so that you can catch my other videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day.